Hello, hello, everyone.
Hello.
How is everybody doing on this fabulous Saturday? Okay, so jumping right into it, I'm doing my two-strand twist today. I'm using my what's left of my summer camp. I'm gonna use the rest of this, and then we got the Genesis Herbal Garden. I'll be putting this on my ends. So this is my Genesis Herbal Garden. This one is made with a coconut butter. And then I got, let me move this. And then I got the summer camp. This one's made with mango butter. And I have a backup here. This one I believe is our cupcake one. You can see all the different herbs in there. This one is made with our cupcake butter, but I really don't know how to pronounce it. But I'll wait on this one. So if I run out of the mango, these are both moisture retention. And then of course I got my Palmer's that I'm going to put on my ends. This is a petroleum base. So if you have this Palmer's, I would definitely say only use this on your ends, because if you put it on your hair strands, it's going to make your hair strands super greasy. So y'all, I wanted to show you guys how I do my herbal butters, how we use them. You guys, I was literally going over my Instagram last night before I went to bed, and I was literally looking at like my Instagram and when we first started God Shows and Hair Care, and just looking at the different videos and just how far we came. And I'm just like, I just thank God for this opportunity. I thank him so much. I'm super proud of myself. And I thank you guys for like growing with our company. We are officially going to be 2 years old in May of this year, and I'm super excited, obviously because this year just started. But yeah, we're going to be 2 years old in May. And I'm just super excited because, like, even though, when you're 2 years old, you're starting to begin to walk, and, they call it the terrible twos, but it's not terrible over here. I just thank God for the opportunity and the blessing, and I count it all joy. It's definitely not easy, hence why, my title on my whatchamacallit here on this live is let's support each other. So this morning I went out to my local beauty supply store. I was like, giving out some oils. I was telling people about my oils, and I mean, for the most part it was cool, but then like I had this one woman that was like, I mean, I don't want to call her rude, but in my eyes she was kind of rude, because I was like, "Hi, I sell herbal oils, and but I want you to try it for free." She was like, "No." I was like, "Okay." Right? So hold on, I need to go get my other comb. Hold on, y'all, just a minute. I was like, yeah, I want you to try my hair oil, and she was like, no. I was like, oh wow, okay. And then I was like, have a good day. I was like, oh, thank you anyway. Have a good day. I don't know if she didn't say have a good day, but I didn't hear her say it. So Lord God, if she did say it and I just didn't hear her, then I just didn't hear her. But I was just like, wow. And you know, um, I hear a lot of people say that you really don't get like support like in your city and stuff like that. It's always like the outside cities that really support you. And I mean, in all actuality, like that is true. Like I can't speak for any other like culture or anything like that, or any other race, but African American people, we really struggle with supporting each other. We really do. And it's not saying like she had to try, like you don't have to try my oils, but like just to like shoo me off and not even give me a chance, it's like it's crazy. And then just and then to like brush me off and be like, no. Like, I mean, she literally looked like that. She was like, no. I was like, oh, oh. And then for me to be like, oh, have a good day, and you didn't even say it back, like, that's crazy to me. But, you know, it is what it is. It did hurt though, like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, it did hurt because it's just like, wow. Like, it's, I don't know. I mean, when you're when you're really passionate about what you do, and you know you have a calling to do something, and you really want to, like, when you have a business, I won't even say, if you have a business, I mean, this is like a passion of yours. And say like you're trying to try out for something and you have a passion for something, and then the coach or whoever says, no, I'm sorry, you're not a good fit, or they didn't pick you, you just feel like you're worthless. Like, you just feel like you're nothing. Like, it does something to you. And a lot of people that don't have like businesses, or they don't have like something going for themselves, like that they're passionate about, that they're trying to push, they don't really understand how hard work it is. And they don't understand how, you know, they don't understand how like difficult it is. And I'm not over here trying to get a pity party or anything like that, but I just want people just to understand that, I'm not really speaking for people that are standing outside of Walmart or whatever trying to get you to sign anything. I don't know about that. But for people that, have a business that's, walking up to you and saying, hey, do you mind trying this? Or do you mind? I mean, it's one thing if they're asking you to eat something, but if it's like a hair oil, or it's, something like that, I just feel like, or if it's like a CD or anything like that, and they're like giving it to you for free when they're trying to make money, that says a lot. Like, these people are out here selling their CDs, and they're trying to give you their CD for free. I mean, I mean, who doesn't like free stuff, Now, let's be real. Not everything that's free is good, But it's like, when you're trying to get your stuff out there, you're going to do whatever you got to do to make sure, you know, you are marketing good, and you're getting your stuff out there. And like I said, a lot of people just they don't understand. And to brush people off like that, like, and then turn around and be like, oh God, can you bless me from this, whatever, whatever you're going through, like, to have your hand out in front of God when you just dismiss somebody that is God fearing. Like they say, like, you want to treat everybody the same, because you never know if you are entertaining an angel or entertaining Jesus Christ himself. He uses us. Like, let me find that scripture. It says that when I was in jail, you came and you visited me. When I was hungry, you gave me something to eat. Like, let me find that scripture. Matthew 25:35. Oops. And mind you, I'm really tired. I'm so drained. What? Okay, so Jesus said, so this is Matthew 25:35. Let me show you guys for yourself, so you guys don't think I'm making it up. 25:35. This is in the New Living Translation. Matthew 25:35. For I was hungry. Oh my gosh. For I was hungry and you fed me. I was thirsty and you gave me a drink. I was a stranger and you invited me into your home. And the Bible scripture with this one, the whatchamacallit, his disciples were like, what did he say? Hold on, let me find it. Oh my gosh, this whatchamacallit. Okay. Come. You are blessed by the Father in heaven. He also said, verse 36, I was naked and you gave me clothing. I was sick and you cared for me. I was in prison and you visited me. Then these righteous ones will reply, Lord, when did we ever see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? Verse 38, or a stranger and show you hospitality, or naked and give you clothing? When did we ever see you sick or in prison and visit you? Verse 40, and the king will say, I tell you the truth, when you did it to one of the least of these, my brothers and sisters, you were doing it to me. So that's why it's like we got to be careful with how we treat people, because Jesus Christ lives in all of us. So while we're over there trying to be dismissive to people, like we're literally being dismissive to Jesus Christ and not even knowing it. Also, to that Bible verse that says that we entertain angels. Entertain. Look at my hair. That's so funny. Oh, yes. Entertain angels unaware. Hebrews 13:2. Hebrews 13:2. I'm just putting this out there because for anyone that does this, this is just a heads up. Hebrews 13:2. So it says, don't forget to, Hebrews 13:2, don't forget to show hospitality to strangers, for some who have done this have entertained angels without realizing it. So we got Matthew 23:25, and then we have Hebrews 13:2. So, y'all, it's like, just be mindful with how you guys are treating other people, because Jesus lives in me for sure. And, you may, you're definitely out in a hurry. Like you got your mindset of going to the store, getting what you need, and then going home. You don't want to be bothered. You don't want anybody walking up on you. You just want to just go, especially when you in the hood, especially when you know what I'm saying? And you got, as soon as you see a black person walking up on you with something in their hand, you thinking that they trying to have you buy something, right? That's automatic. But sometimes it could be somebody just want to just really just give you some. And you just, don't be so standoffish, and don't be so, be like, oh, no, no, whatever you're trying to sell me, no. And if you're only trying to sell and you don't want to give stuff for free, I mean, you need to switch up your approach, because as you can see, not everybody wants to be sold something to. Everybody wants to just, they always want to just say, oh, buy this, buy that, buy this. But it's like, honestly, it's like some people, they appreciate it when you just give them stuff. Like this mom, she was a mother of two. I don't know if she's a single mom, but she had two kids with her, and her daughter was super cute. And I was looking at her, I was like, man, like I really would want to give her like a free oil, because you know, she has her hands full with her kids. She's trying to watch her daughter and stuff. And not like I feel sorry for her, but it's just like, you know, I want to like give her this oil, because I'm like looking at her and her daughter. I'm thinking like sometimes, when it's like, probably, I don't know if this is like that for her. So, on wash day, maybe her daughter, it's like, I don't want to wash my hair. I don't want to get my hair washed. But like to give her this oil and to see that, you know, to make wash day easier for them, like, man, if I knew her like that, I'd be like, girl, I will offer to watch your daughter. She is so cute. But I don't know her like that, and that's weird. So, plus that's not my specialty. Like I'm not a babysitter. Even though I'm good with kids. Definitely good with kids, but it's just I'm not a babysitter, and plus you know, that's just not, I don't want to take away somebody else's service, like someone that specializes in that. I don't want to take that away from them. But I just wanted to definitely give her oil because I wanted to do something for her, like, And I'm just thinking, like, she has to wash her daughter's hair. And I know maybe, I don't, like I said, I don't know if her daughter likes getting her hair washed, if that's like fun time for her. I don't know. But, just to, you know, take one stress from her, which is wash day, that would be really good for her and her daughter. And and gosh, those and hair care feels so freaking good on the hair. It even feels even better on the scalp. Like, it even feels better on the scalp. So let me just take a quick break and tell you guys what I'm doing right now. I am and no, that's not like anything damaged. That's not anything damaged, okay? That's just showing how thick the butter is, okay? Um, I'm gonna show you guys my twist when I twist this one up. Um, but right now, I am two-stranding twist my hair. That's probably like, what? I'm two-strand twisting my hair. I'm twisting my hair two-strand. I'm just doing this little protective style until next week when I get ready to wash my hair again. I'm using the summer camp herbal butter. Okay, so I'm gonna put this up. I'm using the summer camp herbal butter. This is made with mango butter. This is good for moisture retention and helps to lock in moisture. And as you guys can see, I am not putting anything water-based on my hair strands because there's already water in my hair strands. So I don't need to add any more water because I'm not trying to, you know, um, get moisture overload, and I'm not trying to cause my twist to, shrink, but they're going to anyway because they have moisture inside my hair strands. So what I'm just doing is I'm just locking in the moisture that is already in my hair strands in the medulla, and so it doesn't quickly evaporate. Wash day for me was yesterday, so if you didn't watch my lives from yesterday, I washed my hair. So I detangle my hair the day before wash day, and then the next day I'll have wash day, and then the day after is when I'll style because my hair is so thick and I don't want to put a lot of tension on my hair in one day. Because I used to do it all in one day, but then it was just too much on my hair strands, so I would just separate the days. Plus, it just made it easier for me. But this is how juicy my hair strands are. They're not really that movable. Why? Because I don't have any like water base in them. If I was to put like Pro Style gel, like gel in them or anything like that, then yes, they'll be moving. But um, like if I put like when I used to do my two-strand twist, um, I would have my Pro Style gel and then my castor oil with the mink oil from Hollywood Beauty, but I don't do that anymore because the Pro Style gel doesn't really have any hair benefits. So um, and now that I got familiar and I got more educated with with hair care, I just use my herbal butters to lock in the moisture. I don't need to add any moisture on my hair strands because wash day was wash day for anyone is the day where your hair gets the most moisture. So in order to keep that moisture in your hair strands, you need to lock that moisture in. Now, when we say lock the moisture in, it's like it's not a petroleum base. So our herbal butters have zero petroleum in it, zero mineral oil. So it's the mango butter is lighter than our coconut butter. Our coconut butter is much thicker, so that's why we put that on the ends to help retain length. And when we add our mango butter for moisture retention, and hence the name, it helps to retain moisture. And the herbs also give nutrients to your hair. Okay, probably no, I'll leave it to your hair strands from the inside out. It helps your hair to thicken. It helps your hair to grow. It helps your hair to stay moisturized. It helps you prevent hair loss. All the benefits that is in our herbal blends, it's in our herbal butters as well. Now the herbal butters we call hair bars. Um, and we just like to get a little fancy around here. Like I don't want it to be a simple, everybody says hair butters and stuff, so we want to be a little different. So we say, or a lot different, we call our herbal butters, well, first off, our butters have herbs that already sets us apart. Then we don't call our herbal butters, we call them hair bars, aka herbal butters. And we have different hair bars. We have the Smoky Campfire, Genesis Herbal Garden, which I was talking about last night. We have our Herbal Cocoa Bar, and we have our Cupcake, and then we have some more that's launching. Our herbal bars, when we get ready to sell them, will be $35 for 8 ounces. These are super good for retaining moisture, for retaining length, and the different herbs that we have in them, it gives off the same benefits like the herbs that we have in our herbal blends. Now, we do add pretty much the same herbs, but they are slightly different. So the herbs, the oils, I mean, yeah, the herbs that we added in our herbal blends, we tried it in the oil. We're like, okay, this is really potent. So we're like, we wonder what it would be like in a butter. Man, the butter, see, in our herbal blends, the herbs is what's the show. But in our hair bars, it's the butter. Now, the herbs give the nutrients, like I said, like the thickening, the nutrients to prevent hair loss and promote hair growth and all that good stuff. The butters, honestly, its main job, the mango butter and the coconut butter, the mango butter's main job is to promote moisture. So it's going to promote moisture retention, and our coconut butter, its job is to retain length. So when you put it, that's why we put it on our ends, to retain the length and to prevent split ends and promote hair growth, and also to minimize and stop breakage. So we only put the Genesis Herbal Garden on our ends, and then we put the Palmers. Now, once I get done with this Palmers, I'm no longer using it because I have the hair butters. The only reason why I bought the hair butter or the Palmers is because before I even made my hair butters, there was a girl, she's still on, I believe she's still on YouTube. Her name is Natural Academia. She was using this Palmer's. If you haven't seen it, let me show you. She was using this Palmer's and the TGIM moisture butter, and her hair is long, it's banging. And so she was saying that she used that. So I was like, oh, okay, I want to try it. So, I tried it, I liked it, and I started seeing, hair growth or whatever. And so I bought like 5 of them, right? But then I started realizing how greasy it was, and then I started making my hair butters, and I'm like, okay. But I was already at this point, like, I think I had like maybe 3 left. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna use these 3. I'm just gonna use these 3, and then I'm just gonna be done. And so I only put the Palmers on my ends. I don't put them on my hair strands because it was making my hair strands way too greasy. And then when I was using it with the Palmers with the tea dry and moisture butter, it was flaking. I was like, ooh. And I was like wondering if she ever experienced that. And she happened to make a video saying that she's experienced flaking with the Palmers and because people were like interested in wanting to do that. But I would definitely say that you would see so much more benefits by using a herbal butter or just a butter, like a mango butter, cacao butter, or coconut butter by itself, than you would with a Palmer's or Blue Magic or anything like that. So, and a lot of people say, "Oh, well, my hair is long, and all I use is hair grease," and it's like that's fine. Your hair could be long, but is your hair healthy? Like, is your hair healthy? Like, your hair could be long and still be unhealthy. Okay. Um, like, what does it look like if you were to wear your hair in an afro? Like, is your hair super see-through? I'm not saying what it would look like when you go to silk press your hair, because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you were to go silk press your hair and all you've been using is petroleum-based products, you're gonna have a whole lot of see-through. You're gonna cut off a whole lot of length. So I'm not even gonna have you flat iron your hair. And your hair is gonna be fried because of all the petroleum that is on there. So that's another reason why people get heat damage, because they use a lot of hair grease, and then because they got length, they like, oh, let me flat iron my hair, let me get a silk press, and that's why it's stiff, and then you get heat damage because your hair is drowned in the that petroleum. Petroleum is flammable. FYI too, petroleum is flammable. So be careful with trying to add like heat to your hair like that, because petroleum is for sure flammable. Okay, so I ran out of the summer camp. So now I'm going to switch over to our other hair butter. This is our cupcake one, I believe. Okay. And I do need to go in for a trim. I'm like way overdue for that. So, but I'm happy that the ends are staying, because before they were kind of like unraveling, but I'm happy that they're staying. And the twists are nice and juicy. Yes. Now, my ends probably look a little crazy because I do need to go in for a trim. But see what I'm saying? Like this little bush, how it's like a little thick on the ends and it's like a little bushy. That is what helps to keep your twist staying, because whenever I would go get a trim and then I'll try to put my twist in, they will always unravel because, um, the ends are, they're not like, I don't even know how to say it, because I'm definitely not going to say my hair is nappy, because it's definitely not that. But it's not, it doesn't have like that, I don't know, like it's freshly cut. So it's like, it's not going to keep that, you know. But, so yeah, but going back to talking about it, supporting each other, I'm not going to be on it too long because I really want to talk about our herbal bars. But, okay. But I really just wanted to like, you know, and like I said, that woman, she didn't get any of my oil, so she's not even going to be watching my YouTube or any of my other social media platforms. But for people that did get my butters today, I mean, people that did get my oils today, I know you guys will enjoy them. I know you guys will enjoy them. You guys will love them. You guys will be coming back for more. So don't forget that I put my business card in those bags, so you guys can definitely hit up my website. If you rather pay cash and you rather get it like either same day or whichever works best for you, definitely hit me up. I could definitely, meet you back at Joyce's Beauty Supply, and I can give it to you, and you can pay cash. Um, and then you don't have to worry about like the delivery and stuff like that. But I thank you for everyone that did, listen to what I had to say. I know you guys were in a rush. That's why I was trying to talk fast, because, we have a one-track mind. We just want to, you guys are just think about getting your hair done or doing your hair. You guys, that's it. That's all. Um, and honestly, I would like to have like a table. And just for the record, there is a woman that was in Joyce's, or she probably still works there, that works at Joyce's, and she also bought a herbal oil from me. So yeah, she works at Joyce's, and she bought a herbal oil from me. So see this one. And the herbal oils and butters I do make myself. Um, and the herbs are all organic. The herbs are all organic, 100%. Some of the herbs are imported from like India, Africa. Um, they're all pesticide free. They all been tested, so they are USDA approved. Um, so, and this is all good quality. But I want to bring good quality ingredients, good quality oil and everything at a reasonable price. Because honestly, when I was first doing my oils, their price point should really start at like $30. But I wanted to make it, uh, for everybody can experience this, because not everybody has $30 to spend on an oil. So especially with me putting my name out there, it's not like it's Mael or. So, but I know you guys will enjoy those oils. You guys will definitely see benefits in your guys' hair. You guys will see a change in your hair, and it's before you guys get done. Like I would say, after 2 weeks of using it, you're gonna definitely see a change in your hair for sure. Especially if you use it on your hair strands or detangling. And if you have any type of hair issues or anything like that, I mean, you're gonna see like a transformation in, like if you are working on a certain problem area, you're gonna see a change for sure. I would also recommend, if you are trying to get healthy hair and a healthy scalp, and to have that problem area be gone, definitely look at your diet. Definitely look at what you're eating. Try to cut back on the greasy foods and fatty foods. Um, watch out for how often you go out to eat, as far as like, if you eat McDonald's, if you eat fried chicken, all that, just be mindful of that. Um, Also, like, try to get some exercise in, whether that's 30 minutes of walking or doing some stretches and stuff. Definitely make sure you drink plenty of water. Um, you know, what a lot of doctors say, which is true, because your overall health comes, whether it's hair or for your body, comes from internally. And but the good thing about these oils and butters is that what we lack internally, we can get externally in our hair. Um, and also to our I'm sorry, body bars. Our herbal bars. Like if we were just to have mango or the cacao butter by itself, you could also use it on your body. A lot of people use the cacao butter on their bodies for stretch marks, and hyperpigmentation. So that's a plus. I don't know when we're gonna start selling our herbal bars yet, like our herbal butters. I don't know when we're gonna start like launching them, but um it'll definitely be before the summertime, because we have two herbal bars that help with UV protection. In fact, the cupcake butter that I'm using right now, um, it helps with UV ray protection from the sun. So if you like to leave your hair out in twists or braids, or just you like to just leave your hair out in general, it would definitely help with the protection of the UV ray, and it would help to protect that so your hair doesn't become dull and brittle and dry. Um, so that's a plus. And I'm gonna get the name when we drop our cupcake butter. You guys will know the name of the butter. It's a, I don't know if it's an African name or something, but yeah, when we drop it, you guys will probably be like, "Oh, I heard of that before," or probably not. I don't know. But all of our products that we have and the ingredients is A1. It is, my gosh, it is um top of the line. Like, it's legit. Also, too, our butters, as you can see, I'm rubbing my hands together. They are a solid. So when you get them, they're going to be hard. But in cooler temperatures, they become a solid. But when you warm it up, it obviously melts into an oil form. See, it melts into an oil form. Um, Now, if you try to turn this into an oil, which I've tried, it will go right back into a solid. So once you melt it down into a oil and you put it in like a bottle application to try to use it as an oil, when it cools down, it's going to go right back into a solid. So I would not recommend trying to melt this down into an oil form because it's going to go right back into a solid. And so a lot of you gotta like grow your hair is like a certain length. So I got two trims last year and I gave myself a really bad cut the year before. So because I was trying to cut my hair at home, so like this piece right here, I would try to cut that. I would not recommend you guys trying to trim your ends based off it being in a twist or a ponytail. Or a braid. Like, no, this right here does not mean that that's a split end or it needs to be trimmed. That doesn't. That's just part of my ends. Okay. Um. So I would definitely say if you guys, I would definitely say go to a stylist and have them trim your hair because you don't know what your hair looks like from the back. It's easy to see the front, but you don't know what your hair looks like from the back. So you just want to be mindful of that. Um, You want to be mindful of that because that was my problem. I was trying to cut my hair. I was just trying to, like we all are, trying to save money, but it's better to go to the shop and have them trim your ends. And I would say, you know, tell them how much you want cut off. If you want an inch, if you want half an inch, if you want 2 inches. Because if you tell them, oh, I trust you, cut off whatever you think is necessary, they will literally cut off. Um, they'll cut off a lot. And sometimes it's not what needs to be cut off because stylists are not created the same and they kind of go based off of what they think. Um, so that's all I'm gonna say on that. I was gonna say something else, but I'm just gonna keep it. I'm just gonna keep it right there. But I would definitely say go to a stylist that's well trusted. If you don't have a stylist you can go to, this is where our herbal oils and our butters come in because until you can find someone that you do trust, um, these oils and butters from Gosh Health and Hair Care will prevent, excuse me, it will prevent and it will help to, when you are ready to go get a trim, you don't have to cut like 3 to 4 inches off, okay? Unless your hair was already like damaged before you started using Gosh Health and Hair Care. It's so funny whenever I would go like this and my hair just stands up. So funny. Anyways, so yeah. But cuz like when I gave myself a bad cut um in 2022, uh and I was leaving my hair wet under my wigs, doing crazy stuff. Um when I went to my stylist, we only had to cut off an inch. Okay? Unlike there's some people that have to cut off 2 to 3 inches. I only had to cut off an inch, and I haven't got my hair trimmed in years. Okay, so when I finally went to a stylist, she only had to cut off an inch. So glory be to God, because I told her, I was like, whatever, like whatever needs to go, go. I already mentally got myself prepared that you know uh, probably a lot's gonna need to go. So I'm already knowing, and she just cut it. Um, we just had to cut off an inch. And no, I did not. Okay. And no, I did not have to get a silk press in order for her to trim my hair. I did not have to get a silk press. Um, she was able to blow me out, give me a blow dry me. She was able to give me a blowout and trim my ends like that. So she did not have to give me a silk press. So if you have a stylist that's telling you, oh no, you have to get a silk press in order to trim your ends for it to be accurate and even, no. A silk press is a style, okay? A silk press is not the one all be all to know if your hair is healthy, okay? So just for the record. Just for the record. Okay. And I'm trying to like get this all even. And it really doesn't have to be even, but oh shoot. So like I was saying, our hair butters is a solid. So you see I had to use my comb to kind of break it up. Let me show y'all. So this is definitely not like Palmer's. See, it's a solid like this, right? And then I just put it in between my hands, get that heat going, rub my hands together, prayer motion, put the rest back. And you guys see it's an oil form. And I just go like this. And you may not think that it's going on your hair strands, but trust me, it is. And if you want to go back and you want to do it again, you're more than welcome to. Do not put this on your scalp. Ooh. Do not put this on your scalp. We do not recommend that at all. We do not recommend that you guys put it on your scalp. Because this butter is thicker than an oil. So it's best for your hair strands. Because we don't want to clog the pores. And, you know, you're like, well, I put it on my body. Like, if I could put it on my body, like, why can't I put it on my scalp? Well, your scalp is much thinner than your skin on your body. Your skin is the largest organism on your, in your body, on your body. But it's I don't know how to describe it. I'm not even there yet with the whole like scalp and stuff. So it's like underneath our like arms on right here, it's like you got bones, you got tissue, and even though we have tissue in our like right here, it's just different, our scalp clogs faster than the skin on our whatchamacallit. That's why every day we can put lotion on, we can put sunscreen on, and we don't get acne right here. But if we were to constantly put stuff on our scalp, it would, you know, cause an irritation. It could clog the scalp. You can get pimples on the scalp. You can get redness on the scalp. So it's just, even though the skin on our face is the same with the scalp, there's just a different layer, you know. So, however, if you do put a lot of oil on your back can, like if you put a lot of oil on your face, you can get acne on your face. Again, I haven't got there to my studies yet to kind of know like what it is and stuff like that. But our bodies, this is why we have different body parts. So, and they all have different functions. I just know if you put the butter on your scalp, it will clog your scalp because it's much thicker than an oil. Um, that's why we highly recommend our butters for moisture retention. Not saying our oils can't help with moisture retention. It really, really does because it can penetrate. But so our oils go within the hair strand and our butters stay on top of the hair strand. Now it does penetrate the hair strand, but because it's such a fattier substance, it's like a barrier, you know, if that makes sense. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay. And I am just twisting up my hair. But yeah, so that's why you know, you see a lot of people, they have these hair growth oils and stuff like that, and oh my gosh. And their hair goes from like, I don't know, my length, like it's like their hair is banging. It's like, but it's like y'all, especially on YouTube, you gotta be careful with that because they do a lot of clickbait and you don't know how long it literally took them to get their hair like that. And they can show pictures like um a lot of them, because let me tell you something right now. If they were doing it like if okay, if it took them a year for their hair to be right here and then they just instantly started using herbal oil and their hair is down here, they would cut their hair and start over. They would continuously start over and show you guys what they used on their hair strands to get their hair the way it is, right? But none of them are doing that. They're just telling you, oh, I use this for massive hair growth, or I use this and my hair grew hecka much. And but if you were to ask them, okay, cut your hair down, cut your hair like to a TWA, teeny weeny afro, and then all the stuff that you were saying that helped grow your hair, do that. And let's see if your hair grew that long in a year. Let's see if your hair grew that long in 2 years. Because it's just clickbait. A lot of them, a lot of them did start with a TWA, a tiny, teeny weeny afro, and then they were using the herbal oil, but it wasn't like it just happened within a year. It wasn't like it just happened within 2 years or six months. Like they did it over some course of time. And this is not to bash anyone, but this is just to inform people that if you don't have the proper products, regimen, wash day routine, you don't have a proper diet, you know, you're going to encounter setbacks. And if you are trying to do these, just like people do these get rich quick schemes, you are doing a quick hair growth hack instead of just allowing your hair to naturally go through its stages. You know, am I saying that you can't get shoulder length hair Like if your hair was like up here and can it get down here in a year? It can if you do what you Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we have forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Okay. Um, if your hair is like right here and your hair grows down here in a year from changing your diet and eating healthy and using the right products, it possibly, yes, it can. But can your hair go from a teeny weeny afro to like Lauryn Hill back in the 90s and now your hair is like down here in a year? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm saying your hair can go from a teeny weeny afro to it could go like to where you have an afro, like a like instead of it being teeny weeny, it could be an afro. But it depends on your eating habits. It depends on your exercise. It depends on your um, hair care regimen. And if you are silk pressing your hair, you are uh, yeah, you're silk pressing your hair, you're coloring your hair, you're perming your hair, you're relaxing your hair, like, you know, that all plays a factor. So that all plays a factor. And I specialize in helping people um like get their hair from I help people get their hair from, I won't say damaged, but unhealthy to healthy, you know. Um that's what I was called to do. Um and I mean, and for me it's like I don't have any pictures of when my hair was unhealthy, but I can definitely say in 2022, I was leaving my hair wet under my wigs. I was spritzing my hair 2 days after wash day. So that right there is what I'm not doing anymore. Even, and it's like, it's hard to show you guys because I've been using Guys Shows and Hair Care since 2022. And ever since I've been using Guys Shows and Hair Care since 2022, I really don't really have nothing to show as far as my hair being damaged because or unhealthy, because if it wasn't for Guys Shows and Hair Care, my hair care would have been a whole lot worse. Okay. So I just thank God that you know, God introduced me to God Shows and Hair Care because it really helped save my hair care, my hair. It really helped save my hair. And a lot of people are like, girl, with everything going on in the world, like you over here talking about hair and stuff. And it's like, yeah, because there's people in this world that, you know, have everything and but they don't have their hair. They used to have long hair, they used to have healthy hair, and then one, bad mistake and now their hair is, you know, they think it's gone forever. And it's just not true. And the one good thing about God Shows and Hair Care is even if you stop using God Shows and Hair Care, your hair is not going to fall out. Your hair is not going to go back to how it was. I mean, if you go back to doing what you're doing and then you stop using God Shows and Hair Care, yeah, it's going to go back. But it's not going to be like, oh, your hair is going to start falling out and, you're going to lose thickness and stuff. No. But your practices is going to play a part, and you're going to see how God Shows and Hair Care was being beneficial. I just want to show you guys real quick the twist. Yes. So, because it doesn't have, our oils and butters don't have any chemicals in it. So if you stop using it, it's not going to be like, oh, you got to ease up off it. No. But you're not going to want to, you're not going to, and it's not like you have to use it in order for, I mean, duh, you're going to have to use it in order for it to work. But it's not like if you don't use our products, like, you know, like I'm just saying, everybody has free will. You don't have to use our products. But if you do use our products and then say you don't have enough to get it anymore and you want to go back to, I don't know, do grow or whatever, is your hair going to be messed up? No, it's not like, and, but I would definitely say if you try to use God Chosen Hair Care and do grow, oh, it's, um, I wouldn't, you're not going to even want to spend your money on do grow anymore or that wild growth and stuff because it has no hair benefits. And a lot of, you know, African American women think that the do grow is growing their hair and the wild growth is growing their hair, and it's like it's really not. You know, it's like your hair is already growing because unless you have an underlying health issue, your hair. Oh, thank you. You too, my friend. Um, you know, it doesn't have the do grow doesn't have any health benefits, and unless you have any underlying health issues, your hair is going to be growing. So you don't have to worry about your hair not growing because your hair is going to grow. So so you don't have to worry about your hair not growing because it's going to grow. Um, and even if you have alopecia, that's not an underlying health thing. It depends on what alopecia you have, but let me tell you right now, or baldness or anything along those lines. Using God's chosen hair care is going to get rid of all that. But let me tell you what's really going to get rid of it: the blood of Jesus. Okay, the blood of Jesus. The God's chosen hair care is going to help keep it away. Okay, the blood of Jesus is going to take it away. You know, and the God's chosen hair care is going to help your hair to thrive and bring your hair back. Any type of dandruff, any type of scalp inflammation, any type of scalp fungus or anything like that, as I am the shampoo and God's chosen hair care is a power team for that, hands down. And the help of TGIN is going to give your hair that moisture. But if you continue to wear tight braids, tight ponytails, tight hairstyles, you're just going to continue to do yourself a disservice. And honestly, it's 2024. Oh, the tighter your hairstyle is, the longer it's gonna last. And dirt makes my hair grow. It's 2024. Ain't nobody like that. No, it's not true. It didn't work because if that was the truth, your hair would be down your back, touching your knees at this point. So, you know, you got to get off the dirt makes my hair grow, and you know, it's stupid, and that's just a lie. It's just a myth. Okay, I don't know who started it, but that's a lie. That's a lie. So. And okay, I don't know what I'm like, I don't know what I'm trying to do. Yeah, the blood of Jesus will help with any alopecia. I gotta not even give God credit. Like, that's number one. Like, the blood of Jesus will cure any type of infection, any type of disease, anything. The blood of Jesus, the the blood of Jesus, and then direct you to he's going to direct you to God's chosen hair care, because this is His chosen hair care, and when you use it how we tell you to use it, you're going to see the benefits in your hair care. When you switch up your diet, when you add exercise, whether that's just 30 minutes of walking each day or every other day, that's going to help. That's definitely going to help. And, you know, honestly, a lot of people, they say less is more with your hair, and which is true. But I know a lot of us, we like to, do our hair different. We like to have ponytails. We like to use the gels and stuff like that. I mean, that's cool and everything, but it's like switching up your hair, like it stretches your hair out. Now, a lot of natural would be like, oh, I'm a lazy natural. I don't do much with my hair. That's cool, but you do want to give your hair, some type of love, some type of, you don't want to just neglect your hair. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just not comb your hair. But now, let me just say this. The day you wash your hair and you put your hair in a protective style, you should leave that protective style in until it's time for wash day. Like, you shouldn't be touching your hair every single day. That's too much. If you like to leave your hair out, that's one thing. But like, you shouldn't have to be combing your hair every day, brushing your hair every day. That's just too much. And you're going to be putting a lot of stress on your hair strands. So I would definitely recommend, like, after you get done, on your wash day, put your hair in some braids, put your hair in a ponytail, put your hair in some twists, put your hair in a protective style that's not tight, and get yourself a good braider, get yourself a good hairstylist. If you guys are in the Sacramento area, my sister, Queen Rissa Braids, on Instagram. That's Queen Rissa Braids, QUEENRISSA Braids, Rissa Braids. If you follow her on Instagram, she specializes in, hair care and hairstyles and stuff like that. So she can get you some braids that are not going to be tight, that's going to help your hair to thrive and grow. So I get you prepped for your hairstyle, and she gets you out the door slayed. She gets you out the door looking fabulous. So shout out to her. Again, it's Queen Rissa Braids on Instagram. And she does have a TikTok. It is Mother of Three, I believe. But on her Instagram is her business page, and she has all of her work there. You can definitely check it out. I can show you guys up close my twist. Looks nice. And again, I mean, they move a little bit, but they're not like movie because I didn't add any type of water base to it. I'm just putting the butter on, and I'm just going to call it a day. And that's really all I need, because there's already water in my hair strands. That's why it's moving just a little bit, because there is water in my hair strands. So, and honestly, after you get a blowout, you don't want to wet your hair because um, the from your hair going from wet to dry, it puts a lot of tension on the hair strands, and that could also cause hair problems. Um, and it can weaken your hair strands over time. Oh, shoot. And when I say over time, I'm not talking like 5 years. I'm talking like if you do that every single day, by the end of the month, you're going to see your hair look crazy. And you're going to experience a lot of itching. You're going to experience, a lot of saying, I'm tender headed. And, you're going to have a lot of inflammation and burning and stuff. Because trust me, I experienced it all. I experienced my hairline going back. I experienced some traction alopecia. I experienced, when I was younger, this person was putting braids in way too tight to where my scalp was bleeding. I mean, she was gripping my hair. I was like, dang. But that's when I was younger. But I actually started going natural back in 2012. I had cut my hair off. I was being relaxed when I was younger, but then I wanted to just go all natural. I didn't want to do relaxed anymore, so I cut all my hair off. And I had a TWA, and I could definitely say like after I mean, it was really short. Like my twists were like this small. Like I was like going like this. I mean, they were really small. Like I was like Lauryn Hill's little sister, like for real. And my twists were, so it was like the length was like right here. So I was able to like twist my hair. And then was eventually getting longer. And that's when I was using the Pro Style and the castor oil. And it was cool. Excuse me. It really had my hair, it really had my hair, moving and stuff like that. But and my hair was definitely growing. I mean, because I didn't have any underlying health issues. But it wasn't growing in like thick and all that other stuff. So, and I would definitely say from when I cut my hair to when my hair started I started seeing length retention was maybe a year later, but it went from like right here to like down here. Like it was slowly, gradually, getting there. It wasn't like some overnight thing or, you know. And I believe I was washing my hair maybe once a month, I think. Oh man, I can't remember. And I don't know how often I was redoing my twist either. But and I could show you guys what it was like when I first went natural. In fact, I'm gonna see if I could try to find it on. I was going to school at the time too. Like I was going to medical school. Um, actually, yeah, because it was like a year later from when I did my initial big chop. And I don't, like I was gonna say, like I don't want to use that picture because I'm not about to clickbait nobody like, oh, my hair went from this whatchamacallit, this lame to now where it's at now. Like doing herbal oil, like, cause that's so natural. It's so natural. Like at all. Like I'm not trying to clickbait over here. I don't need to. I mean, if you trying to clickbait people, that's a sellout move, to be honest with you. It's a sellout move, to be honest. So, to give people a recap of what I'm doing, for anyone that's just coming in, I am twisting my hair, two strand twist. I'm using our cupcake butter. This is our herbal bar. It has different herbs in there. I would have to check the ingredient list because I don't know off the top of my head. I know horsetail's in it, but other than that, I would have to check. We don't have our herbal bars, aka our hair butters, on our website right now. We are soon going to add those. We're just focusing right now on our herbal bars, but we will be adding we'll soon be adding our herbal bars on our website. And they are $35 for 8 ounces, so it'll be these. We would have had these, but we actually just like these better. So and the our cupcake butter is a moisture retention butter. This one here is a Genesis Herbal Garden. We use this for length retention. That is made with coconut butter. And the coconut butter is much thicker than the mango butter. So that's why we put that on our ends. Now, if you don't have to buy both, you don't have to buy both of them. But if you do buy like the mango butter, you can use that also too as a length retention butter. It works just the same, but it's not as thick as the coconut butter. So that's why we use the coconut butter on our ends for hair thickness. I'm sorry, for length retention, because it's much thicker than the mango butter. Now, if you just want to buy the length retention because that's all you need, then you can put it on your hair strands or you can just put it on your ends. So because I use the moisture butter on my hair strands, I just use the length retention on my ends. Now, they're both $35. We are going to have some herbal butters that are $30. I'm sorry, that are $25. But we haven't launched those yet. So just stay tuned to those. Stay tuned to that. Definitely follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel here. Also, go over to our Instagram, lowercase GODS, even though we do not do the lowercase, GODS _ chosen _ hair care. And then also follow us on TikTok. We are revamping our TikTok and our Instagram. So we are just changing around how we do things. So we're not going to do a lot of lives on our Instagram. We're not going to do a lot of, well, right now we're not doing any lives on our Instagram. We're not doing any like how to on our Instagram. It's only here on YouTube. So like I said, we are changing up how we do things on our Instagram. So you guys do see a lot more videos of myself. You're soon going to just see videos of our butters and our oils, because we are changing how we do things on our social media. So if you don't see me going as in debt like I am here, all of our social media platforms are going to be different. I was trying to make them all the same, but so what we talked about here, we talked about on our other platforms. But I just find it, just from how the algorithm works and people's interests, it's just better to do a learning over here, and then over there it's more like entertainment, it's more like videos and stuff like that. So that's a tip for anyone that is, you know, at least for hair care. It's better for, you know, for us to do it like that. And also too, for anyone that does have a business, um Instagram is not a place that people go to like buy things. People on Instagram, well, actually any platform, as far as like YouTube and Instagram, stuff like that, people don't come really to buy. They come more to learn, especially here on YouTube. So, be mindful of that, if you're just trying to use YouTube and all these other social media sites to just try to sell, it's going to be kind of hard because this is more for like YouTube is more like how to, and Instagram is more, and TikTok is more for like entertainment. They want to see like, so like if you do hair, they want to see your work. They want to see videos of, you know, how you, style and stuff like that. YouTube is like, you know, show us the same thing, like how you do your styles and step by step tutorial. And then TikTok is just like, they just want to see a before and after. They don't really want to see like the whole breakdown of how you got it like that. Um, so now, like I said, that's just for me. I mean, that's just what I'm thinking. That's just not only what I'm thinking, like a lot of people say the same thing. Just because these platforms, because they're now paying people to be, they're paying people like to post, and they're paying people to come over to the platforms. They're changing up the algorithm and stuff. So um, and you don't have to change. A lot of people want to change their business. They want to meet the algorithm, and they want to, no, just continue putting out your stuff. Just, you know, just remember that YouTube is more of a how-to and a step-by-step tutorial, and Instagram and YouTube, I mean Instagram and TikTok, if you have those platforms, are more of like a entertainment. They just want to see it before and after. Um, if you are a hairstylist and you show how you cut or trim hair, just know they probably gonna have something to say about, oh, you cut too much off, or you should have cut more. So it's just best to just do it before and after. Because if you start to go back and forth with people in your comments, some people are going to be turned off by that. Like, okay, you entertain trolls, or you entertain people that, you know, whatever. So, so if you can make your videos entertaining on TikTok and Instagram, you'll be good. And then when you do a how-to on how you do things, like YouTube, if you do like a clothing business, you can do like a behind the scenes, you know, behind the scenes of a clothing brand, of your clothing brand, of how you do your content for your Instagram and your TikTok. And then, just post that don't post it on your YouTube. When you like, just post the behind the scenes on how you set everything up, how you do things, and then you can just post on your TikTok and Instagram that video that you did a behind the scenes for. But don't post every behind the scenes on every video. And also too, don't ask people like what they want to see on your channel, because now it looks like you're kind of just putting stuff out there just to put stuff out there to attract people. If you have a business, you will always have something to put out there, and you will never run out of content ideas because it's your business. So especially if you're selling something like a certain outfit or hair product, cosmetic product, you know. And it honestly, it looks kind of tacky when you ask people, "Oh, what should I post next?" or "What should I do next?" Like, has Nike ever asked anybody, "Oh, who do you guys want to see? What style of shoe do you guys want to see next year?" No, they put it out. And if people buy, they buy. And if they don't, they take it off. They put it on clearance and they move on to the next. But they don't ask their customers, "Oh, what do you guys want to see?" Like, no. And there may be some people that are okay with that, but other people that, are new to you, that they're going to think that you're kind of like you're making other people's opinions your business instead of making your business your business. Like, God's Chosen Hair Care is my business, and well, it's God's business, but we're in partnership. So, you know, like, I'm not gonna go to you guys and be like, "Oh, what product should I make next?" It's like, because that was just what the one person said. So I gotta think about what I'm gonna eat for dinner tonight. But I hope your guys' Saturday is going cool. Mine is going good. Um, you know, just hustling to get my business out there and continue to do the Lord's work and stay in obedience to God and make God proud and help change the lives of people, honestly. Like, yes, I'm in it to like make money, but I'm mostly in it to like change the lives of people. And some would say, well, why don't you just make them all for free? It's like, because it's cost, like, you know. And I also have a ministry, Breakthrough for You. If you guys want to follow that page, it's Breakthrough for You. So Breakthrough and FORYOU, Breakthrough for You, here on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. So I'm, using God's chosen hair care to fund I'm using God's chosen hair care to fund Breakthrough for You, because I'm a wise counselor. So God ordained me to be a counselor, but I give wisdom based off the Bible. So if anyone is going through like any hard times, I give them counsel based off the Bible. That's why I go so hard when it comes to people telling people about them always going to have alopecia or be bald or all that other stuff. Like, that's a lie. And I back it up with scripture. I won't even say I back it up. Well, yeah, not what they're saying, but what I'm saying. And it's because of what God said. It's not even what I say. It's what God said in his word, okay? But I don't use the Bible to argue with people or to prove a point. I use the Bible to set people free. So, and that's what God called me to do. Oh, shoot. My twists are nice and juicy, nice and healthy. Nice and healthy. When your hair is healthy, any hairstyle you try to do is going to come out. Except for if you're trying to like put chemical and stuff. But if you do color treat your hair, our butters and our oils will help you. But just you would want to use our products after you color treat your hair or relax your hair or whatever. And our oils and our butters are good for relaxed hair, color treated hair, permed hair. It's not just only natural. We just have natural products. So that's why it's really going to be beneficial, because when you color treat your hair, relax your hair, perm your hair, you are more prone to dryness and breakage, which will lead to split ends, and it will lead to you having to cut off more. So can I say something too? I'm super proud of all my business owners out there that hustled their business from the bottom up. And, if you're just starting, if you're like, I would say, if you are 3 years and younger, congrats to you. If you are 4 years and older, congrats to you. You did that. Continue to do that. Continue to get your business where you want it to be. I pray that your heart's desire comes true and your business scales to a multi-million-dollar business. I pray that until it gets to that point, if you're not there already, or if you're there, that you have the finances, the resources, and everything you need to keep your business there and to scale it even more. So no matter what challenges you face, setbacks you face, you could always bounce back or stay where you're at. And for people that are, you know, their business is, you know, 2 years old, 1 year old, 3 years old, keep going. Your business is thriving. If you're not making any sales, just know that, it takes time. But when you put God in it, It's going to happen sooner than you think. And just make sure that you are ready to fulfill orders nonstop. Make sure that you have all your, you have enough money to continue to keep your website stocked, your warehouse stocked. Just make sure that, you have a lot of product to, keep stocked just all the time. And you have a quick turnaround time. So if you do sell out of a product that everybody likes or everybody is asking for, I pray that you have a quick turnaround time to get those ingredients, because it's super easy to say, "Oh, I want my business to scale. I want my business to scale." But it's not about it scaling, it's about it continuing to stay stocked and continuing to get new customers and existing customers, because depends on what you sell, they like a certain thing. So if they don't see it in stock, they're going to be like, "Oh man, like I was really hoping to get this," or and they could find an alternative, but they really want to stick to their favorite. So I would definitely say, if you're out of stock of something, you know don't keep it out of stock to make it look like you're always sold out. No, you want to have a quick turnaround time. You want to have a quick turnaround time. So when you sell out, get more. Get more, get more, get more. Like, being out of stock, you shouldn't be out of stock longer than a week, you know. Especially if you're all natural. Like, if you're more of a chemical base, then, you know, that's different. But if you're more natural, then you should make sure you definitely have your products on deck. Always try to buy in bulk, of like everything, including business cards, including labels, including bottles and containers and whatever. I'm just talking about my business, like I'm using products on my business, but whatever your business is, just make sure that you have bulk of it. Uh, Make sure you, especially as your business grows, you want to make sure you have a lot of everything. And don't be so quick to try to scale. Take your time, it's gonna come. Continue to promote, because as fast as your social media grows, is as fast as your business is growing. So you got to be prepared and ready to meet the needs of your customers and stuff like that, because it's slow when you get up, but when you actually get up, you want to stay up and you want to keep elevating. You want to keep growing. So in order to keep growing, you got to make sure that you have everything stocked so you can introduce it to new people. you know and it's cool that you have your existing customers and everything, like that's great, but you also want to get new customers too. you know so you want to keep that in mind. I love giving like business advice, um, and it helps to keep me encouraged as well, because it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. you know I mean, starting off a business, we're thinking that we're going to make bank right off the bat, and some of us, you know, um, it doesn't really happen like that. And then we start getting discouraged, like, oh, like